Welcome to another video of Camel K. So this time we're going to talk about how to monitor Camel K by running an example that shows you how to configure Camel K and export the metrics to Prometheus. In the exercise, I'm going to spin up two Camel K applications. And don't forget to start the Camel K operator first. My first application is a very basic and simple Camel K, which just simply prints out logs. The other application, I have deliberately made the application to use up more resource by loading a large file from cloud storage. And this time I'm using Microsoft Azure. Then I'm going to start collecting metrics from these two applications, monitor their performance. So to do that, I'm going to start Prometheus server. How does Prometheus knows where to scrape the metrics from? Well, in Camel K, there's not much you have to do. Simply configure the trait and enable the Prometheus option. Camel K operator will automatically create a service monitor object in Kubernetes or OpenShift for this application. The service monitor describes the set of targets that can be monitored by Prometheus. So the Prometheus will locate these services in the same namespace and then use the defined definition in this service monitor to scrape the metrics. After the metrics are collected and stored in Prometheus, I will spin up a Grafana instance and then display the result in a dashboard that I have predefined. I am going to start by creating a namespace in my Kubernetes or OpenShift environment. Then I'm going to go ahead and install all the operators I need for this particular namespace. There's two of them. First one is the Camel K one that we need for our application to run. And then we're going to go ahead installing Prometheus operator, which is going to be responsible for creating our Prometheus server and all the other necessarily custom resource definition as well. And then we're ready to set up the namespace. We are going to go ahead and then install the Camel K integration platform and just make sure that everything is installed correctly. And then we're going to go ahead and then start a Prometheus server. By running a default setting, we are creating a default Prometheus server, which is scraping basic minimum information from namespace. After the service is up, we're going to create a route. This route will allow us to see the Prometheus dashboard that is provided in the server. By clicking into the route, this is the dashboard. This is the Prometheus dashboard that gives you a first-hand all the available metrics that was scraped from Prometheus server. Once the Prometheus is up, we're ready to install our two Camel applications. We're going to start the first one by providing a trait which enables Prometheus. It's going to create the service monitor definition object in my namespace, which will then allow Prometheus to see who is available in the definition and use that information to collect metrics. In order to see more change in the performance metrics, in my second application, I had it loading a large human resource file from Azure that contains a large data set of employee information in the enterprise. I have the application to process the file by parsing it and locate the information inside it, so we can see some movements from the memory consumptions and then the CPU utilization. Let's take a look at the service monitor resource in the namespace. These are automatically created by the Camel K operator, where it will let Prometheus knows which service endpoint to look for, and also creating the endpoint to expose the metrics as well, and also creating the service endpoints to expose the metrics as well. In the config maps, you can see all the available metrics that is defined and exposed to the monitoring server. Now you can see Prometheus is now starting to scrape all those metrics information from the application and now displaying in this graphical interface. You can change the timeline of your interface to see more details of and explore more on your metrics. Next up, we're ready for the last piece of the example, which is installing Grafana. Grafana allows you to query the metrics in your system and visualize them with dynamic and reusable dashboard. And let's go ahead and install Grafana using the template. Now let's go ahead and grab the URL to access Grafana. Now we can start importing data from Prometheus to Grafana. You can go ahead to Grafana and log in as admin in default. Now this is a blank canvas in Grafana. We're going to start by importing the data source. We're going to start by setting the data source so Grafana knows where to pull the data. Let's go ahead and then select Prometheus because this is where all the data is coming from. By simply entering the address of your Prometheus server and some of the credentials. And then we're going to go ahead and then import the templates that we have predefined. So this is a dashboard that I have predefined to show all the things that I'm interested to see from a camel route. For instance, the consumptions of memories, the routes were executed, the problem routes, etc., etc. Of course, you can define your own items in the dashboard, and this is how you can do it. It's by specifying where you are querying your data from. For instance, if I want to see the camel exchange that were completed, this is how I can import it, by defining it into my Grafana. Then we're going to go ahead and name this matrix. And now you'll see it's available in the dashboard. In summary, I have gone over how to monitor Camel K by first installing Prometheus and allowing Prometheus to scrape information by starting up your Camel K application with Prometheus trait enabled, as well as setting up Grafana dashboard to display the result. Let me know in the comment sections on the metrics that you would prefer to see when monitoring camel routes. Thank you!